What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video, and today we're covering Green Lantern number 2. Written by Jeffrey Thorne, art by Dexter Soy and Marco Santucci, and guys, last issue, the very first issue of this series ended on a huge note. It was a great first issue, but it ended with one of the Guardians being killed, just being assassinated. So now in this new issue, we're going to see the fallouts of that, and some big changes for the Green Lantern Corps. So yeah guys, if you're ready, let's dive into this issue. John Stewart recounts the events that previously happened to the Green Lanterns. His first points: there was a terrorist attack at United Planets Assembly. His second points: a Guardian of the Universe has been killed. The killer has already been caught. As for his accomplice, the Green Lanterns are fighting him currently. We switch to see Guy Gardner telling someone to get Teen Lantern out of the situation. She isn't helping. Amire, the Hawk Woman, swings down and gets Teen Lantern away. "Kellwalk, anytime, buddy," Guy Gardner says. Kellwalk arrives to help. "Let's wrap this up," he says, taking down the monster. We switch back to John Stewart, who is now on his third points. Oa has now been accepted into the United Planets. The Guardians are trying to figure out what being a part of the United Planets means. And now, point 4. Morning dress lanterns. We're burying a Guardian today. John Stewart says, we go to 14 hours ago. Every lantern watches as the dead Guardian is put inside the core Green Lantern battery. A whole crowd stays focused. The sibling Guardian to the dead Guardian has a plan. She will bring back her dead brother through the power of the strongest lanterns. The Guardian walks up to the Lantern Corps as her brother is put in. "I am Nemosini. I am a Guardian. I will see my brother again." The Guardian, Nemosini, rises above Green Lanterns, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, Hal Jordan, Kellwalk, and John Stewart to address the concerns surrounding Oa joining the United Planets. She announces that 1,200 sectors will be vacated. Their jurisdiction will be given to the United Planets. All previous core hierarchy will be erased, replaced with new objectives. All Green Lanterns without sectors will be reassigned. Salak then walks up telling the Guardian that decisions must not be made before he can schedule the new roles of the Lanterns. I have been unclear. No schedule needed, Salak. Change begins now. The Guardian says as every Green Lantern is given a new role. They are assigned as either on a quest, a defunct, or an outrider. You are one core, none greater than the other, none lesser, and we are your Guardians, Nemosini says as she flies away with the other Guardians. All the Green Lanterns begin to have different opinions on the situation. Hal Jordan offers his help to John Stewart. "Thanks. No, I'll deal with it," John says. We fast forward to see John questioning the Guardians. The Guardians tell John that if certain lanterns don't like change, then they can leave. The rings will find replacements. John asks why the Green Lanterns of Earth are suddenly important. Kyle, Jessica, Simon, all are being given important quests. "Did you ever wonder why of all planets in this galaxy, only yours has produced 7 Green Lanterns in the span of a single human lifetime? Or why we chose Oa as our home? Or why Mogo is a sentient world?" The Guardians say. "You're saying they're connected," John says. "They are more than connected, they are vital. Every universe has 7 crux worlds, planets where wonders happen to spur growth and evolution, preserve the life of the cosmos. Your Earth is the crux of heroes. When the current pantheon fades away, Earth will become the so-called 5th world." The Guardians say. "You said 7, I only see 5 here," John says, looking at a map of the Crux worlds. The Guardians tell John that the other two worlds are gone, one being the Guardians' fault, Krypton, the other being John's fault, Zanshi. John listens, but then says, "You didn't give me and Guy plans to look after." The Guardians then show John the dark sectors. John and Guy will explore the dark sectors for investigation. "That's a lot of territory for one Green Lantern to cover alone," John says. The Guardians then tell him that an army of Green Lanterns will follow him. John Stewart will lead. John will take a big vessel and lead 1,000 Green Lanterns. John accepts the mission and becomes the quest leader. John then meets up with Teen Lantern. He tells her to keep an eye on Simon. She needs to protect Simon as much as Simon is protecting her. "Yeah, sure, of course," Kelly says. "Great. Okay, we're taking off now. Thanks, Kelly. Be good," John says, flying off. Kelly goes back and tells Simon that she's hungry, but then the huge Green Lantern battery blows up, destroying everything around it. Kelly, aka the Teen Lantern, is blasted back across the universe. Villains notice. "Yes, Oa, die quickly. This is mercy. Tough, you do not know it," a yellow hood man says. We go to Oa, the Vanishing Points, Vega, and War World to see reactions from certain characters like Mongol, Kyle Rayner, and even Wave Rider. Now, we go back to Oa. We see Kelly. She goes through the rubble and finds John Stewart laying down without his ring. He might be dead. Kelly begins to cry, but then Far Sector Green Lantern appears standing over Kelly. She is shocked to see a young Teen Lantern crying by the potential dead body of a Green Lantern Corps leader. And that was your latest issue of Green Lantern. And I actually really like this issue. It was a good issue. Now, it was a weird type of issue because like the first half was like full-on fallouts from the ending of last issue, and the second half was a bunch of setup for the remainder of the series. Because the beginning, we see the fallouts of the dead Guardian. Because we saw a Guardian get killed last issue. And the beginning, we have John Stewart recapping everything that has happened. And actually, how that was done, I actually really like that. Like, the recap was not like derivative, and it wasn't boring. It was actually like interesting, and how it led up to a really cool double page spread of all the Green Lanterns gathering around the big core battery as they like pretty much mourn a dead Guardian was really dope. And how it's set up for then the sister of her dead brother, or the dead Guardian, trying to bring back her brother through the core battery was really intriguing. Then from there we have like a twist. It goes from, okay, we have this fallout, some mourning, okay, it's a little slow starts, but still really interesting, to this Guardian just being like, alright, a bunch of change is about to happen now, and you are all Green Lanterns getting new roles. It starts pushing the momentum a lot there, because from there, we have different characters like Hal Jordan chime in, and all these different Green Lanterns giving their opinions, but then we go back to John Stewart, who confronts the Guardians himself, and it gets better from here, because then we find out about the Crux worlds, and how Earth is very important, and how it's the only planet that has 7 Green Lanterns. That's always been a question in Green Lantern mythology. Well, it's explained here because like the Crux worlds, and I like the mention of like Krypton and Zanshi, like it's really cool, but then things really get hyped, because then we have the explosion of the core battery, and it's huge destruction, and we were kind of promised like a quest with John Stewart and Guy Gardner and these like 1,000 lanterns in the dark sectors, but instead, that didn't get started. We just got a bunch of destruction. John Stewart may be dead, the stakes are high, and then we have this big ending with the Far Sector Green Lantern showing up and seeing Kelly, aka Teen Lantern. And by the way, that's a great team up that I'm looking forward to next issue, because I feel like their characters just fit each other so well by design and kind of how they act, but yeah, I'm excited for that. I do think that the first issue of this series was better than this one, but this issue was still really good. It was really packed with content, with a fallout, some setup, and a big ending. And guys, the artwork by both artists Dexter Soy and Marco Santucci is really well done. I do prefer Dexter Soy more, but I still like the artwork of Marco Santucci. He gives some good pages. But guys, overall, I'm gonna give this issue an 8.3 out of 10. I recommend it. If you're a Green Lantern fan, go check it out. And yeah, guys, tell me your thoughts on this issue down below. And if you liked the video, give a big thumbs up. New channel, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out my next Green Lantern comic review. And yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.